25. Whoa, it's a bit bouncy. I see tadpoles in there. It is a warm and sunny day. I got a new backpack. REI Flash 55. It weighs almost 4 pounds less than my winter pack, yet it can hold my winter sleeping bag, which is what I have with me, even though it's over 75 degrees. The trail has been very consistently uphill, a lot of rocks. I'm not yet to the 2-mile mark. I have eaten 2 black flies. I am standing in the shade on the brink of bold sunshine at the first rock outcropping. Here we go. See a bit of view, but a black fly is biting me. Mount Carrigan over there, one of the best. This is awesome. This is one of my memories coming to life. Just Vibram hiking boot sole on hot rock, walking past a cairn, finding my way, surrounded by views. I am not to the super summit of Mount Crawford, where I have been before. I'm going to conserve my energy at the moment and go farther. This is one of those backpacking trips that is go with the flow, because there are multiple places I could stop and camp, and I'd like to keep going. This might be my big chance to get to Stairs Mountain, a cool mountain I often see from other summits. Just after the junction with the trail towards Stairs Call, the trail levels off. I'm in the shade, and what a nice break this feels like. I believe I'm looking back over at Crawford. That's really neat. Hey. Look at those. That looks like black spruce pine cone. Could it be these? Have I mentioned already how great this is to not be going up a steep slope? It's funny, there's all this water and mud, and I really need a water source soon, but I don't want that water. That looks good. This is so fun. I don't know why I love backpacking, but I do. And this is one of the things backpackers do. They get water. felt like a long stop to get the water. Right after that, I talked to a hiker who had lots of information and helped me think about a plan. So this is where I would decide if I'm doing Mount Resolution to the right or stairs to the left. And I guess I've decided I'm going to the right for now. I thought about only doing Mount Stairs. But then that guy I talked to as he was going down suggested to me that if he were camping, he preferred the views and all from Mount Resolution. And he thinks there's a good potential to camp over there. Well, oh, there's stairs behind me. I've been coming up from this way and admiring the view in the valley, but just now I noticed over there, that must be Crawford over there. I just saw a rabbit twice. He's right up there. I think a snowshoe hare, but brown. Oh, there he goes. Hello, little bunny. Crack myself up because I'm walking along thinking like I'm taking too many videos. I need to just put my head down and get there. Bug. And then I just randomly looked around and I was like, oh, because I saw that. Mount Washington. Right there. Those rocks over there are Mount Stairs. Probably part of it. It feels like the summit, but one way to find the summit is to go past it. That's funny, that rock looks like a couch to me. If you camped here on this hardened surface, you'd be 100% exposed to the whims of the weather. I just heard some wing flapping, which I find exciting because I've always wanted to see a grouse. I mean, I've seen a grouse, but I want to see another grouse. Hold on. And it's odd because the trail goes the other way. There was one. Did you see it? Camera. Don't scare the grouse. Oh my goodness. He's coming toward me. A million black flies are biting me. Oh my god. How cool is that? He's like 10 feet from me. Well, I hope that video of the grouse comes out nice because I really suffered with the black fly bites to stand still like that. They even bit the palm of my hand. Now that's gonna hurt. Hey, here's a cairn. This must be the actual summit of Mount Resolution because the herd path ends. Yeah, I don't have any of that fear I felt at Mount Paugus, and that's because one, it's really warm, and two, I have my winter sleeping bag. There's no wind. Okay, I just gotta do something. Looks like people have camped here. There's these big rocks around. That's what you would use to hold your tent down, or you could use your stakes. And it's pretty much like a dirt flat spot. I just remembered I have a head net. Yay. It's 5:30. It's so hot. I'm so hungry, but I'm so tired. So I thought I would just take a short rest in here, drink some water before maybe having energy for dinner. And while I'm laying here, I've been texting to my husband about what if there was thunder? What if there was rain, thunder, lightning? What if there was thunder? And he said, very strict, like if there is any thunder, if you hear any thunder, get your rain jacket on and you go down. You leave all your stuff and you run down the mountain in fear. And I'm like, what? Is that real? Can't I just go over in the trees and wait for it to pass? And he basically said no. And I just find that to be ridiculous, leaving my stuff. So I'm soon going to peek my head out the tent and look at that cloud again. The forecast, we're in a high pressure zone. But it's normal to worry about this when you see that kind of big cloud. And if it was scary, if it was scary, then I might put on my rain jacket and run downhill at least for a while and decide. But I just can't imagine leaving my stuff. So I think rather my plan would be as quickly as possible, pack and go down, I guess. And that would not have been my plan. Before talking to him, I would have just thought, just go in the woods under some trees and then it will stop and then go back to sleep. I just wonder, what if that happened at night? But this must be why these forest people around New England put all the shelters deep in the forest. I always wonder, why don't you guys camp on top of the mountain? Maybe that's why. Maybe they don't want to die. Yeah. Come on, weather. Let's go. High pressure. For dinner, I'm having leftovers again. Rice, and this is a chicken stir fry I made from scratch. I wouldn't mind eating that lukewarm. So excited to eat. Nice view of Mount Washington and dessert. Looks like it will be a while before sunset, so I think I'll go back into the reprieve of my tent away from the biting flies to rest. It's very still with only the lightest breeze
and so beautiful, wrapping all around. Okay, there's 2 white-throated sparrows and there's 2 grouse doing that wing beating thing. Oh my gosh, he sounds so close. I hope he's not annoyed with me. I haven't moved. There he is. Oh my god. That is so funny. He's like a chicken. I am just staying over here, minding my own business. Where'd he go? It's getting dark. Oh, I know where he's going. He's probably going to find the other one. I think the grouse is going to sleep up there. If you like birds, this is very exciting. I can't believe it's still light out. It's almost 9 o'clock and this big raptor bird kid just showed up. It's too dark to video. Dang it, what is he? It might be an owl because he was kind of quiet. Wow. I think he's looking at me. Oh, he moved. Hooray! My bear can was undisturbed in the night. This dawn stripe of color is called the belt of Venus. It is like alpenglow in the air above the shadow of the earth. My 5-degree sleeping bag, of course, kept me warm. I had the foot box unzipped. All right, I'm packed up from my spot. I have left no trace, no human item, no tissue, no nothing. I hope every once in a while a backpacker can enjoy this spot and love nature. Here is my favorite breakfast setup. It's the same thing I have so many times because it works for me. I love it. Oh, the hardest part of this camp has been the black flies. But overall, it was fabulous.
the grouse and the rabbit. And it's just a wonderful time for me. However, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start walking. Here we go. What a way to begin the morning. The light is very golden still. Look at that. That's real. That's sometimes you have to just check it and say, no, I did not saturate the color. It actually looks that way because the sun is still kind of low in the sky. It's getting up there quickly. As I descend, the trail looks so different this morning. Beautiful views. You can see down there to a river. And then just back over there, you can see back towards Crawford. Okay, here I am at the junction, and if I were to go to my left, that would be the descent back down. But it's 7 in the morning, and I feel okay, so I think I'm going to try for the stairs trail. Anyhow, I don't know if I've ever gone uphill 2 days in a row, because I've just been a one-night camper, which is a great experience. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about a 2-night camp, I suppose. I've camped more than one night in a row, but I haven't ascended, I don't think. I need water, but this is not what I had in mind. Over there I see Stairs Mountain. It looks intimidating. I wonder how long this adventure will take me. I am also going to add electrolyte powder to the water. The first part of this trail was a gentle decline through the shady woods. And now we're going to be hit by the sun for a minute as we go across, and then I think it gets a little bit steep. Whoa. Here we have our false hellebores here. These leafy plants. Liking their muddy section. Whoops, I just went into some mud. And now we're going to go back up there. I guess this trail gets hiked by several people a week at least. Probably Mount Crawford gets hiked a lot more every day. Okay, back on the trail. The second part of this trail is a kind of a traverse in the shady woods. It is going uphill, but ever so gently. Came to a steep part. It's way taller than me, and I'll have to watch it here because there's wet rock. Things were fairly intense around the switchback for like 15 minutes or so. Wet rock, steep, using your hands and balancing, and but now it's getting a little more moderate, and I think I'm almost there. And here must be the lookout. Am I ready? Are you ready? Wow. It's expansive, and I can see right over to Mount Resolution. The view from here is extra phenomenal because not only do you get this huge expanse, you're also on a cliff. So it might not come off well in the camera, but as a human, you feel fear when you're near a cliff. And that makes it all the more exciting, and you get this sense of depth. Oh man, you can see a lot. One thing that catches my eye is that straight cut through line there. That'd be the trail that I was on, and I'll be on again, cutting through. I can hear the water way down, and I can see that river over there, looking back to Crawford. Over there, Kerrigan. Okay, I'm going to take a couple minutes of video clips without me talking before it's time to go down. Let's go back towards Mount Crawford and down. Although I felt intimidated by coming over here, it really was feasible. It took me less than an hour with no rush whatsoever. Alright, I am back down, back through the same old intersection, and this time following the descent, back down to Crawford and back down to the river. I am continuing on in a relaxed fashion. Didn't sleep all that well, so I don't remember this at all. But I'm on the right trail, just going along. Now I'm at the juncture with Crawford Path. I'm really tired. There's no way I'm going up there a little further to look at another great view. I think this might be the last natural view along the trail before I go down into the trees. Back down to that road down there and the river, my car. I'm trying so hard to just go down. I want to take off my pack and get water and blah, 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 but I just, black flies. But now I feel like I have to stop because guess what I just saw? What I have to say to those beer drinkers is, if you can carry a full can up here, you can carry an empty can out of here. But I pick it up without ill feeling because it's like karma, and I'm not perfect. I've not done everything right either, and so yeah, it's all goodwill to hikers. Let's go down. I did it.